Hello and welcome to O in the Town, and here's what's coming up today. We take a look back at the first 5 fixtures of the season and discuss how many points we should expect from them fixtures. We have a look at some of the potential signings that could be happening over the transfer window. We've also got your Instagram questions and loads more. And tonight on the setup, it's all a little different here on the O in the Town podcast. I'm joined by Dave, Steve and Bataro.
Evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
And if you're watching us on YouTube right now, you can probably see we've got a whole brand new setup to start the new season, which is actually quite exciting.
Thanks to your sponsors.
Thanks to the sponsors, DLA Driving School. Sorted us out. Look at us kitted out, boys.
I'm liking this.
It's lovely, isn't it?
This is different, isn't it?
As he picks out a pint of Guinness. Excellent.
As always, mate.
It's all good stuff. How's the last few weeks for you guys been? All good? Everyone good?
Well, you know, lockdown was a bit weird for me because I wasn't working, everybody else was, so I was on my own. I felt quite lonely. The football was great before it finished, and then nothing. Yeah.
Hopefully, anyway. But no, it's like I say, it's all right.
I feel like...
I'm sorry, mate. I find this all a bit weird.
What's weird?
Don't know. Just find it all a bit weird. Like, all of it. Like,
Basically, we've got brand new equipment.
Like
Luke
it.
Bataro cannot grasp the fact he has to sit really close to the microphone for us to be able to hear him. It's got to be done. Either way, I feel like it's been a nice month off since we've done a podcast, since the Blackburn one. We've had time to reflect, haven't we? Yeah, we've had time to reflect, though, haven't we? It was a good end to the season, staying up in the end.
It feels even better still now.
Yeah.
Incredible. But yeah. And Steve's back on it as well.
I am, mate.
Hey, big cheer for Steve-O.
New equipment, Steve comes back.
Yeah, that's it, mate.
New season, new me.
Don't you dare
Same
say that
beard.
again. Don't you dare.
So when the fixtures were announced the other day, I was quite excited. They were announced like 15 minutes early. And Barnsley away first game. It's going to be... I was going to say, it's going to be hopefully not a repeat of the Barnsley game we played a few weeks back.
Nah.
Because they outplayed us that day. They could have beaten us easily.
Let's hope it's a repeat of last season's away.
Yeah.
Victory at 3-1, wasn't it?
How do you see it going then? I know we haven't made any signings yet, but how do you see that first game going? It's going to be tough, isn't it?
I think they're a very good team, Barnsley.
Yeah.
I think both of us ended very strongly, and I think it'll be a good game. Not one I would have picked to start on,
No chance.
but it is what it is.
First games are always different, though, aren't they? They don't normally go to form, do they? Because you don't know what's going on. But the problem is we've had such a short break that, you know, you might fear the fact that Barnsley were in good form at the end of last season. Look at the result they had at Brentford, for instance, to keep them up. Mm-hmm. So they might be on that bit of a roll. However, they are beatable, so we shouldn't worry too much. I mean, it could have been a worse start, couldn't it? Let's be fair.
But either way, like I say, it's the first game of the season. You still got another 45 after that, so...
I mean, as long as we don't lose it.
Yeah, look, like I said to you boys earlier, I'd take a draw. I know, Steve, you were saying you want to win, obviously, 3 points. I don't know about you two boys. What do you reckon?
No, I'd like to win. I'd like to win, but if we didn't win, not lose your first away game, not lose first game of the season. That's what I still think.
For me, Barnes is still one of the best teams in the bottom half of the table. Well, finishing the bottom half of the table last season, even though they only just scraped it because obviously certain circumstances. But
that's true. That's true.
They're one of the strongest teams in the bottom half.
Yeah, I give you that. But you shouldn't be frightened of them, should we?
No,
not frightened of them.
No, you need to make sure that we don't lose the game because you know you don't want to start on.
To be honest, you can lose a game. It's irrelevant. It's the first game of the season.
It's not irrelevant. When is it a bit? Where's it irrelevant?
Because then that loss first game of the season could be a major factor at the end of the season.
Absolutely.
No, and it's momentum, isn't it? You never want to lose your first game. Start off the way you mean to go on.
It's not the end of the world if we do. That's basically what I'm saying. Either way, it's going to be an interesting... What, you two? What? What I'm saying is true.
Do you think we'll both be down there at the end of the season again?
No.
Nah.
No, I don't.
No chance.
But I don't particularly want to start with a defeat.
I'm going for Barnsley top half finish next season.
Oh, that's brave.
Either way, we had a pretty good away form after the football return, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We didn't lose away from home, did we? We were sorted.
No, we didn't, no.
Jesus, did we not? No, we didn't. Of course we didn't.
We had some hard games as well. Swansea.
Leeds. Swansea.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
That's what you just said, wasn't it? Either way.
I told you, boy, it's kind of hard when you're wearing these.
You need to sit closer, man.
Oh, Dave.
So producer Jacob's asked on our running order today, are you confident in how we've prepared for the season? I'm going to say probably not right now. Could do some more signings, couldn't we?
I don't really know what's happened. Like, there's been pre-season, but it seems to be quite low key.
It's hardly surprising, I think. But look,
So who do you expect to sign? That's the other problem you have, don't you?
I think Bree's the one we're expecting. I think
1 million was the fee apparently rumoured for Bree. That's a lot though. I'm unsure on that.
Is it a lot though for?
Yes. For Bree, yes.
Why is it a lot?
they only paid $500,000 for him. Villa.
Did they?
Yeah.
You just got. Remember that he's with a Premiership club.
Premier League.
Yeah, same thing. And why wouldn't they try and cash in?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't blame him for cashing in. I don't blame us for doing this if it's $1 million. I would say anything under 500k, fair play. I think $1 million for James Bree is a lot.
Well, yeah, but
Not gonna lie, I think it's a lot.
Carter Vickers is probably looking at about 2.5-3 million for him. I'd just rather go and just get him.
Yeah,
Spend the extra money.
I would.
Yeah.
Or get them both.
Well, yeah, all of that. I'm sure we can afford it now. We probably saved ourselves about £8 million now by staying up. So let's spend half of that at least.
Exactly.
Bree was good at the end of the season, but I think at the start of the season, him trying to stop them crosses was a bit of a worry. I don't know. I don't want to sit and bash Bree.
But
if I'm being honest,
Nathan Jones loves his fullbacks, and if he's who he's chosen, then
and if Jonesy wants to go in and buy him, you obviously know that he's got something there because I don't think Jones, whatever people think about him, he's not going to buy shite, is he?
No, I don't know.
Apart from obviously,
I genuinely think the coach that we have like with Nathan Jones coached the team better than Graham Jones. So why wouldn't he get the best out of his players? I mean, at the end of the day, he kept us up. So you got to trust the judgment, haven't you?
Yes.
That's what. Yeah.
In NJ, we trust.
Well, we do now. Yeah, absolutely. As long as he stays a long time.
How bothered are you about Izzy Brown not coming back?
I just think it's a strange one going at Sheffield Wednesday. I know they're a bigger club. Like we had the conversation the other day in the pub.
Yep.
I say much bigger. I'm not going to go that far, but bigger club, probably paying a lot more money or paying contributions to his wage. But I just find it a strange one because I can't see much from Sheffield Wednesday. I don't see much.
Well, he's in a team that's 12 points behind already. And the other thing with Izzy Brown is he was injury prone.
Yeah.
And so he'd play for a couple of months and then he'd be out. Mm-hmm. So do you want to have that responsibility again?
Me personally, I'd rather have him.
I wouldn't.
But if you could spend that money on someone better or someone equivalent that is not injured as much, wouldn't you prefer that?
But how are you going to find a replacement like Izzy Brown? There's not many like him out there. I'll be honest, there really isn't. If you boys can tell me right now who's out there that can change a game like Izzy Brown, then I'd welcome.
Probably off the top of our head, probably isn't one out there. But if we trust our staff members to go out and try and find a replacement that can do the job, then why not?
I just love Izzy Brown, man. I think he's brilliant.
Yeah, but what if they brought in another player equivalent to him and he was just as good?
And brilliant.
Yeah, then great.
Exactly, so don't worry
And
about
probably
it.
works a bit harder.
I would say, disappointed he hasn't come back, but however, he was injury prone. He didn't play for half the time he was with us.
I'm thinking that Jonesy didn't want him back. That's what I'm thinking.
That. I don't think he's a Nathan Jones player. I don't think he works hard enough.
Exactly. You say they probably don't work hard enough, but yeah,
that's kind of what you got with Izzy Brown, though. You knew you were probably substituting that hard workingness for that ability to play that ball to that killer pass, which he did numerous times last season.
Well, most chance created was it in the Football League or whatever?
Something like that, yeah.
Insane.
But Jordan Clark, he can play in that attack and mid-role, can't he? Our new signing.
Yeah.
And he looks okay. He's had good reviews from Accrington, one of their best players.
Yeah.
And maybe this step up could be big for him.
It looks like a good player in all fairness. I mean, 38 games, whatever, last season. Is it 5 goals, 6 assists or whatever? That's decent. That's playing free pretty much. What it is.
And what I liked about him as well, in his interview, he said when they was asked, like, what type of player are you? And his first thing was like, I'll do my all for the team. And maybe that's what you were saying, Steve.
Yeah. I saw that, yeah.
Is that the first thing Izzy Brown would say? Like, what do you bring to a team? Is Izzy Brown going to go, I do my all, 100% for the team, hard working?
It's probably not.
Maybe not.
Probably not in the top 10 things he offers the team.
Yeah, that's
but I think the difference between the two of them is that Izzy Brown is contracted to Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
And
we got Jordan, it's Jordan Clark, yeah. We've got Jordan Clark on the free as well.
Yeah, so look at the difference there. He wants to do the best for the team. He's come to the Championship.
The wages as well.
Yeah, absolutely that.
What's Clark going to be on? Minuscule wages compared to someone like Brown.
Yeah.
I mean, Accrington, they're not going to pay him, let's face it, probably more than £1,000 a week or whatever.
He can't afford not to be good for us. That's what I would say, because he would only enhance his own reputation.
I'm quite excited to see him play, in all fairness.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've seen some little highlight reel of him. And I think he played League 2 for him as well. against
Yeah.
they won the league. He did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thought I recognised him, but he did look. He looks good.
I
So,
didn't like him in League Two.
No, he's a bastard. Billy Key, the rat munching fucker. But yeah, excuse my language. No, look, I'm excited to see what happens. Hopefully, get a few new faces in and see what we get. See where we get on.
Looking at the next fixture then, so we've got Barnsley away, followed by our first home fixture, which is Derby. You probably look at them two and think, potentially you could get 4 points from them. Couldn't you?
Hey, if we got 4 points from them, we'd be really happy,
That'd
wouldn't
be
you?
lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You just don't want to be in that negative position. Given the fact that Sheffield Wednesday are already minus 12, you don't want to start losing. You want to get,
We
if
need
you
to
get
keep
those
them at
4
arm's length,
points,
don't we?
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And I think we can do it. Do you know what? People go, well, obviously you're 12 points like ahead of them already, but I genuinely feel like we're going to finish ahead of them anyway this season. Sheffield Wednesday. I mean, you look at them last season. I think they only finished 10 points above us in the end of that.
I think they'll pick their 12
Right.
points up, but I think we don't have to worry about them. We have to worry about our own performances. If we get 4 points from the first 2 games, I'll be totally happy.
But
as long as we
realistically, would you take 2 points from the first 2 games? Because I probably would.
depends what happens on the third game.
Or
Watford's the
depends
third
on
game,
how
yeah.
we play as well in them 2 games. But yeah,
But if you play really well, I mean, let's look at when we won the league the other year. Our performance against Portsmouth was fantastic, and we lost.
yeah,
you know.
opening game, wasn't it?
That was a very good performance. That
Yeah,
day.
it was so good.
we
So
were there.
you want your team to perform well, right?
Yeah.
So
Obviously.
yeah, so if you get the points off them, fantastic. But if you can see the momentum, maybe that's a different thing.
I just hope we go out there, start firing, and we look good. That's what I want us to do. I want us to look good and know that we're in with a chance for the season upcoming. Do you know what I'm saying? So, look, we can prove to people that... I mean, I'm going to go close. I know you're looking at me like that. I know there's people out there going, can Luton do it again? Can they stay up? Blah, blah, blah. But if anything, I think we have to improve on last year. Have to.
I think we
Surely.
will do. I think it was that question we will do.
So,
When the fixtures were released, one we were all looking out for was the Watford fixture, home or away. Turns out the away one is the third game of the season, and it's obviously because it needs to be behind closed doors,
Well, there's a surprise.
which is a shame because
It's a
I think
shame, but it's a surprise.
we were all looking forward to it,
No
weren't we?
surprise at all. Yeah, absolutely looking forward to it. I haven't seen one for, 2006?
Yes.
it's got to
Yeah.
be that season, yeah.
And, yeah, we were looking forward to it. You know, tickets would have been premium as well. But,
And I've never been to a Watford Luton game either.
well, you get one in April.
What's the matter,
Gutting,
Steve?
isn't it?
Looks like you're upset because you can't watch it.
No, I can.
No?
Yeah, okay, I'll be there. I'll be
Okay.
there. Don't you worry.
Okay, I
Be
thought you might
there.
have something
We'll
else
go
going on,
down
mate.
to,
Yeah, I'm
Watford
going,
Centre.
mate. Yeah, down there.
Actually, we could do that. Go down there, have a few beers.
I think
in the
it won't
centre.
change. It won't change the suspense and all the aggravation that you feel about the fixture. It won't change. You'll still want to win the game so much. It's the one fixture you don't want to lose this season.
I hope we get an iPhone codes again. Should be, shouldn't we?
I think the EFL are clarifying that in the following week.
I hope so.
As far as I know.
Well, it'll be on TV.
Why would you
surely,
not?
Anyway.
Yeah, surely.
Should have been TV anyway, because
What's
I
the
don't
point
want
of
to miss
season
that.
tickets?
We won't miss it. Don't worry about it. We'll find a way of watching it. Even if it's not on, we'll find a way.
Yeah,
But,
no worries.
you know, that's one game we don't want to lose.
That weekend's going to be mad, isn't it? Just the whole... I think the minute you wake up on that Saturday morning, even if the game's on the Sunday, you're just going to start feeling nervous. You don't want to lose that one. You don't want to lose it.
I think we'll be
about it.
drinking early that day, won't we?
I hope
Yeah,
so.
if it's 12 o'clock, we're getting up at like 6:30 in the morning, going for a fry up a pint, and then
Yep.
going back
Yeah,
here for 10 or
do that,
whatever.
yeah.
So, yeah.
We're going to treat it like we were going, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, 100%.
And, you know, as
That
long
means
as...
Batara has to get in a scrap with someone, though.
Wow,
Good luck,
blah,
Steve.
blah, blah.
I would
Is it
say I'm excited about it, and not losing would be the ideal result, and then pinching the win would be even better.
Oh, I can see it already.
Just
I can
not
see it.
losing, not giving them the satisfaction of being able to come back at us and go, yeah, see, you're still below us, rubbish.
Yeah, you could probably get some knobbing on Twitter going, oh yeah, but we got one player that's worth more money than your whole team. Oh well, you still got relegated, still in the same league. So
And
fuck
you've never
you.
won nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Business.
I want to make sure we can still hold our heads up high when we've played them at their place. By the time we get to our place, we'll have a better idea of it.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine the scenes if we win 1-0 in the last minute.
Oh mate.
Hey, I don't want to say
Madness.
anything, but I've been there and done that. So yeah, it's amazing, and the atmosphere is amazing, and I just wish we were there.
This podcast would be amazing after that. I know we said amazing like 5 times then, but this would be incredible. Imagine coming here on a Monday night after a 1-0 win away at Watford in the last minute, like Danny Hilton.
You wouldn't have been to sleep yet, Tara, would you?
Probably.
No, you'll be all night.
Well, yeah.
It means
It
a
was a
lot, though.
Saturday, probably,
It does mean a lot to beat them. It means a lot to even be playing them again. So, you know, I just hope that we put ourselves and we put up ourselves a good show when we go there.
Yeah, but it's
And
still
why
nerve-wracking,
can't we? Let's look at those Premier League teams we played from last season. You know, we did all right against them.
Mm-hmm.
So why shouldn't we do it against, you know, them down the road?
Well,
Why
I mean,
not?
We did the double over Huddersfield, didn't we? So why can't we do it to the other
Yeah, but
scummers?
we played well against Middlesbrough. We played well against Huddersfield, you know, so why not?
Right.
Just don't want to see. Don't want to stop on a downer, but we just don't want to lose. Losing wouldn't be the end of the world,
now.
but it would be not nice.
Nah. Hey, don't worry about that. We're going to beat them anyway. It's shite. Don't worry
We
about
shall see. It's going to be interesting. And yeah, one that I think we're all looking forward to. Will we feel the nerves? But yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, things go our way. We could be having, that's my maths, 7 points from the first 3 games.
And we'll beat Wickham after that as well.
Yeah.
it. Oh, don't.
Imagine if we lose to Watford and Wickham in a week. Ooh.
Yeah, I'll probably be
If we're going to lose to one of those two teams, I'd rather it be Wickham.
Would you take a 4-0 defeat to Wickham to beat Watford 1-0?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll probably.
Yes.
You have to. What
Yes,
do you mean?
absolutely. Why wouldn't you? Bataro, why
Bataro,
wouldn't
if
you?
you
Come
literally
on.
Yeah, no, I would. No, I would. No, I'm not
You
saying.
can't say you
You're
wouldn't.
just saying things now. You're just all saying things. I don't know if I agree with them, but yeah, just let's not talk about that. But no, look, I would take anything. I'd probably cut my left nut off to beat Watford 1-0.
Hang on a minute. Don't start making those sort of promises right now.
I don't. Yeah.
Aren't you still expected to get a tattoo?
Yes, mate, I am. But it's kind of difficult at the moment with COVID going on. Just to clarify that up and clear it up.
Here's another one for you then. Lose 4 of the first 5, but that 1 win comes against Watford.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Or win 4 of the first 5, but your 1 defeat comes against Watford.
How long season? I'll take
Oh
the
no,
win
because
against Watford.
I'd rather take the more points. I'd take the most points out of anything because it means you're safer at the end of the season. Fuck that. No, don't even sit there saying
With
sort
that
of stuff.
scenario, can we say that on the return fixture we beat them 5-0?
No.
It's a long season, Pataro. I'll take the win against
All right.
Watford and lose the next one.
No, we want as many points as possible. That's what we need. Let's look at it on a serious note now. Let's not talk about the shit.
No, but serious note, imagine that we get bragging rights over Watford for a good
And then we
6,
get
7
relegated
months.
by 2 points, and you think, all right, mate. You know what I mean?
Nah, we'll be fine.
We
We'll
won't
be
get
fine, mate.
relegated.
I don't.
That's an
think-
interesting one, though. I'd like to put that to Twitter to see what people
you
would
put
say
that
to
to
do.
Twitter. Yeah, get that up.
Yeah, but I think some people turn around and say that's utterly fucking ridiculous.
They might
probably
say
will.
that, but
Yeah,
you know,
it's ridiculous.
But the passion of the Watford Luton games is there for everyone to feel and see. I guarantee that most people would want to beat Watford. You could lose your first 4 games, you could beat Watford and still win the rest of your
And we
season.
still wouldn't be bottom.
He's
Fuck
thinking
Watford.
about it.
Just fuck
He's
Watford.
thinking about it.
Just fuck them. Just get them off. Ugh.
We asked for some people's opinions on how you would describe a Luton v Watford game to people who've never been to one. Andy says, it's what a derby should be like, hostile and loud. Seen some poor matches, but the atmosphere more than makes up for it. Just hope we can go and they don't play it behind closed doors. These are all come through, obviously, before the fixtures were announced. Richard said there's no atmosphere like it unless you're in the home end during a 4-0 defeat. That day sucked. I don't think couldn't do that.
Oh, well, luckily I was in hospital. I missed that game.
Luckily, he was in hospital, Naz, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, he could have been like, near death, but luckily he was in hospital.
I was listening to it on hospital radio, and I had guests around. But when the second goal went in, I was a bit angry, so I didn't want to talk to anybody.
Please don't say he had dodgy art at the time either.
No, not
thank
that
God
at
for
all.
that.
No.
Looking at some transfer activity then. We've kind of spoken about bits of them. We spoke about Bree, spoke about Clark, Carter Vickers, Izzy Brown. There's definitely more signings to come, isn't there? There needs
Oh,
to be
I'd say
more
so. It's
signings
gotta
to
be.
come.
Man, we will need at least another 3 or 4, I reckon.
I feel like we need a striker. I think I've been saying this for years. I don't know
Pace.
if it's an actual fact, but I feel like we haven't signed a striker since we signed James Collins. Is that true?
Well, Jervis, sorry. I have
can't
to keep making a comment about it. Probably the worst signing we've ever made.
It's probably what, sorry?
The worst signing we've ever made.
Oh, I don't know. There's probably worse.
The worst signing we've ever made.
Better.
Sorry, is that better for you? Thank you.
I think we do need a striker though, and I think we need maybe another holding midfielder. We've been linked with that guy from Leicester. I think he's a holding midfielder, isn't he, Steve? You know?
Yeah, I don't know him
Oh, great.
personally.
You don't know? No.
No, not this one.
No. Do you know many Leicester players?
Not personally, no.
No. What's his name again?
Dewsbury Hall or something.
That's it.
Was he on loan at
Blackpool last year. Apparently, he's
Blackpool,
got some good
yeah.
reviews from Blackpool fans. They would be annoyed if he didn't. Well, not annoyed, but they'd like him back. Basically, they like him. They rate him.
Well, if he's a good player, then why can't he take a step up? Come to Luton, obviously. But I know who you're talking about. I can't really remember much about him or whatever. So all I know is he's a young kid, isn't he? The under 21s or whatever, Leicester.
No idea.
I agree with Luke though. We do need another striker for definite.
We need someone powerful, a bit of all-round player.
And some pace, more pace.
Yeah, more pace, absolutely. Although Collins is quite quick.
He's not quick.
What?
Yeah, he's quite quick compared to Hilton.
No, Dave.
No, I don't know. about
Dave,
that.
don't you dare. No.
What even like goes through your brain to say that Collins is quite quick?
Just banter.
Okay. Fairs.
Wow.
Glorious.
Absolutely
Funny.
wow. I said, Collins is slower than my nan. I love him though, he's brilliant, but yeah.
Where else
She
do you
can't
think
move
we need
better.
to improve the team then? If you're looking at a striker, maybe another defensive mid.
We need a full back straight away. A
Left
right back. Right back.
If we get Bree, are we counting Bree in or
No,
out?
I'm not counting Briggs. We haven't got him yet, so I don't know. We're going to get him. Are we going to get him? So we haven't got.
Well,
a
the
right
rumours
back
are quite.
apart from Koso.
It seems quite confident he's coming.
Well, but then we need another centre half as well. We need a new centre half. We need another, like say, striker. Probably another. Have we got any wingers? How many
Do you
wingers
think you're
have we got
saying
at
that? Are you saying that because we had a disappointing first part of the season last season because of the manager, and a different manager might have different effect on the team? Maybe we don't
I'm
need
not,
those people.
Not for centre half. No, we definitely need a new centre half.
Yeah, Pearson was poor after lockdown as well.
Yeah, like I said, I don't want to try and dig, but like I said, I'm not. I don't feel that confident when he's playing sometimes.
It would be
I
nice to get
understand.
Carl Vickers,
Yes.
wouldn't it? It would
Carter
be nice.
Vickers. If we don't sign Carter Vickers, I'll be very upset because, well, like I say, it's finances and wage. Because apparently, I've been hearing he's on like 30 grand a week at Tottenham or something like that.
Well, he won't get that with us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But he won't get that
Or
with any
20 grand or
championship
whatever.
side, will he?
No.
So there you go. You take the
But
best deal available.
He's a
to you.
serious player though, Carter Vickers.
Yeah, he was really good.
Serious.
He changed that team at the back.
Massively, yeah. I think he even freed up Bree to look that good. That's what I believe.
I just hope there's some signings like we've had in previous years where they're just completely out of the blue. And you're like, wow, didn't see that one coming. That was like unexpected. Someone we've not been linked with yet. Just a random.
Someone like Ronaldo. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
That'd be amazing.
Messi's on leaving, isn't he? Is it this year, next year?
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, go on
Mesut
then.
Ozil on loan. I don't think he'll play again.
Should we get into Instagram questions?
Just try to.
Insta Qs. As producer Jacob puts on our running order. Howie says, what's the update on Bataro's tattoo?
Hey,
Nothing at the moment.
I've made a good design for you.
Yeah, this is it. I mean, I need to decide obviously on what we're going for, but I think I'm going to go for the whole outline of him. Give it one of these to the crowd. That's what we're going to go for.
What I think is we should make sure that we get the options up and get
Get
the podcast people to.
Look, there's no rush, people, but obviously it will happen. It's going to definitely happen. Don't you worry about that, because I'm not going to pull out of this.
And,
We'll
they,
follow
and,
it
and
up.
they've already offered to get one of your nuts cut off at one point as well. So.
That's not happening. Actually, my left one's useless. That's fine. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, it's going to happen. But it's just obviously designing it, and obviously with
I'll
what's going on
design
at
it,
the
mate.
moment.
It's not an issue.
Basically, I was going to try and get to Spain to obviously get the guy that done my last one, my friend's dad, who I trust with my life, to do stuff like that. But if anyone can suggest someone they know, or
A tattooist, that's the word you're looking for.
tattooist or tattoo artist, yeah, either
Yeah.
way. But
Tattoo
yeah,
artist, yeah.
tattoo artist. But anyway, yeah, if anyone can, let me know.
I'll give it a
Or if
go.
anyone wants to pay for it for me, because right now I need to get a new bike and I need to pay for some work to my car. But yeah, anyway, it's going to get done either way. I'm not getting out of this one, but it's going to happen. And if you lot... would
Can
like
I
to
just
say anything
ask,
else
do you
to me-
regret saying it?
No, not really. Well, I did a little bit. I didn't honestly... Do you know what, though? Like I said, I would... Oh, Jesus Christ, get off.
Sorry, he's not close enough to the microphone.
I am.
Just pushing him a bit more.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Don't ever say that again.
Oh,
That
here
is
we go.
disgusting.
Just say what you wanted to say.
Filthmonger, mate. The fuck was I saying now?
You was
Something about
talking.
your
So
toe.
I said, "Did you regret?"
Yeah,
having-
of course I regret it. I don't want Nathan Jones' face on my fucking chest or whatever. My bare naked skin. But look, I'd take that over getting relegated. So look, it is what it is. Swings and roundabouts and all that, isn't it?
Well, it's going to be very good when you get your toe done. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be very good.
Yeah, for you, lot.
Yeah, I think today's podcast, a bit of a test because we've got this brand new equipment. I think it's done all right.
I think it's good.
25 minutes-ish. And we're just getting ready for the new season. We've got loads of exciting things to come. And we've got buttons on there that you press them. Like we've got applause. We've got this. So Patara tells an awful joke. You know, we're sorted. We're sorted for the year ahead. It's going to be a good one.
Do I tell jokes?
No.
I don't do jokes. What's going on?
It's going to be a good one. Thanks so much
Hang
for
on, what's this
listening
one
today.
Oh, that's nice. That's not the start of a Luther Vandross song, that, isn't it? That's beautiful, ain't it? Oh, love that.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. People listening is going, wow, when the town's changed, hasn't it? My God. Rate us 5 stars on the iTunes app and get us on YouTube as well. And we shall see you next week.